Okay, guys, our data sheets are ready to roll. So I wanted to give you a quick little overview and some things you might need to know. In the top left corner of your spreadsheet, you have an orange box. The only things we need you to fill out are your grade level. So I'm just going to choose 2 and you just type your last name. So I'm going to give you an example and type Clark. And when I hit enter, those 2 cells auto-populate as part of this data sheet. So I have a couple of situations where they auto-populate. So that's why it's real important not to add or delete things to this spreadsheet. Um, and if we need to do that, then let me know so I can show you the way that we can still make this a valuable document to you. To give you a quick little overview, I have also provided these little videos to help you understand some cool little tricks about spreadsheets and how you can change the views to make it easy for you to navigate. Um, but basically, each grade level has a row that is identified with the specific profiles for your students. We're going to have a specific naming convention, and it's also really important that these columns remain consistent and stay the same for every teacher so that when we combine them at the end of the year for class lists, they will be easily combined. The first part of the spreadsheet is mostly about the student profile. And to make things easier, we have provided drop downs for these specific options. These are the options that are the things that we need to determine what is best for the student in terms of placement, and also to look at what is being provided for that student. So as you move across, you're going to be using the drop downs to show you as an example of an auto-populated cell. As you go through your list and you start choosing male, female for gender, your numbers are going to change up here automatically. So it's not necessary for you to change these. They will change as your information changes. The same is true with your ethnicity. As you can see, I've already selected some for our ethnicity background, and they have auto-populated here as well. And so this will again give us the information we need that you don't have to calculate yourself. Some columns only have a Y, and that stands for yes. Such as in the behavior, that would be marking that they have some struggles with behavior. Other columns have multiple options. These things can be changed throughout the year, which is fine. So if you have someone who you think would benefit from a gifted choice, then you can put need, but by the end of the year, they may be identified. Don't worry if you can't see these. It's the information is there in the cell, and when we need to stretch out and really clearly see that information, that can easily be adjusted. Um, as long as you have something in those cells that needs to be there, then you are good. You're going to keep on working through the data. We've got some new columns, option choices. We're looking specifically what that student is participating in at this point in time. Again, attendance concern would be yes. And then this year, we're going to be taking a look at these components of the report card, because we know these are going to have a bearing on student learning this year. And then we're going to start to move through the actual assessment pieces. Each grade level has different assessment pieces that apply to them. And they, again, are put in a specific order so that we can consolidate this data easily. So if you have a grade level that does not have this specific assessment, I have graded out and put a cross through it so you are not responsible for filling out or using that data specifically. You're going to concentrate on the colored columns. And again, some of these columns are auto-populated. This particular column is not, but when we get to the spring benchmark, this one is auto-populated as part of the profile. So a lot of the end of the year data is going to generate within the proper columns in the profile section. And you're just going to continue to work on through. Some of these things are most of these items are familiar assessment pieces, familiar to you. Seek out your specialist if something is not ringing true and doesn't look like it should be a part of your grade level. And of course, let me know as well. Be sure to look at these videos to help you. But the biggest thing is please don't add columns or rows unless you follow these directions. So again, if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.